Okay, so second video. Let's just use this as a proper introduction video, more about myself. I know that a lot of people who watch this know me at least somewhat. I don't think this is going to be recommended to random people, but if it did, hi, I'm Yo-Yo. I'm currently 16 and I go to Halifax Grammar School. And yes, my location is technically revealed in there, but I'm not gonna say too much more about my location online in case someone tries to dox me, but you know what? It's not that hard. Just more about myself. I love to play piano. I play hockey, not competitively anymore, but I still like to play. And I spent a lot of my time reading or writing for poetry, novels. I like to read a lot of nonfiction and social analysis books nowadays, but I love fiction as well. And I spend a lot of times just researching to topics that I really like. This includes philosophy, psychology, sociology, anthropology, history, you get the points. Mostly humanities, but I used to spend a lot of time searching into astrophysics and math, and that was when I was a big STEM nerd, but that changed maybe like 1 or 2 years ago. I'm a complete humanities nerd now. I'm still decent at math, but the passion is nowhere near as what it once used to be. And some interesting things about myself. I've been living here in Canada alone for the past 2.5 years, almost 3 years now actually. I grew up in China until age 13, almost 14 when I came to Canada for education. And COVID hit and I haven't been able to gone back since then, but I think it's made me a pretty independent person compared to other people my age. And I spent a lot of time listening to music. Some of my favorite music include just 20th century classics, a lot of rock and roll. I love Pink Floyd. I listen to a lot of classical music since I play piano myself too. And I love musicals. I can't name them all right now, but I love musicals, and I really wish I can go to Broadway to watch a musical. It's quite expensive just for a trip there, so that's not happening until I'm in the States, maybe. And I don't listen to that much modern music specifically. I listen to a lot of nostalgic early 2010s sometimes. I have a playlist of that. And I spend a lot of my time listening to Taylor Swift, which some people thinks is weird, but you know what? I love her music, and I'd say it's pretty fair. She does write amazing songs, and her songwriting is on another level compared to other artists in this day and age. So, and just a bit more about why I decided to make this channel, really. So I think it was like 2 months ago. I don't know how the topic came up, but it was in a theory of knowledge class. If you do IB, know what that is. It was meant people were talking about my YouTube channel for some reason, and they said that it's clearly a not a proper reflection of who you are. You put a spin on it, as the term says. And I look at my videos. I thought, yeah, there's gaming, there's piano, mostly piano. There's like 2 videos of me talking about, one was Global Issue, one was a channel trailer from 2020 September or something, I think. But I thought that, hey, maybe I should reflect who I am a bit more. I should talk more about my life, show some of my writing, show some of my piano work as always, and I thought that it would be a good idea. So this channel is just kind of to help people who want to know me better, slightly better, I guess. Of course, you can always just directly talk to me, but you know what? People don't approach me a lot, so I guess this is just to help people know a bit more about me instead of just like, oh, that's Yo, that's the guy who knows a lot of stuff or whatever information you've heard about me. I guarantee you it's not true half of the time, probably. Um, I mean, I think if you're really bored with your time, you can just listen to me go on about something in the future. I'll talk a lot about social issues, maybe some interesting scenarios I've noticed in society, or just go on about a topic I love, such as some classical music stuff, or rock and roll history, or anything really. I might upload a few gaming videos if I really get the chance to. I'm not sure how well my computer is gonna do that, but who knows. And to set a goal for this channel, I want to just maintain it for a year or two. I don't really care if it grows to like say like even like 100 or 200 subscribers. It's just kind of like an archive video for me to look back on some days. Like if I have kids some days and they find this, they're gonna be like, "Oh my God, Dad, you look so ugly back then." I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, I no, I." It's gonna be fun to just look back at all of this in years, and I think this is also a good practice for me to get back into public speaking. Of course, speaking to a camera is different from speaking to a crowd of people. I still have some of that skill, but I just want to maintain it a bit more through kind of talking to something. Talking to myself a lot is pretty awkward without a camera. A camera kind of makes me feel like I'm talking to someone. So I guess this is just me pretending to talk to someone to document my teenage years. And just the last bit of who I am right now and who I want to be. I'd say I'm someone who's searching for a future in all my sparks and stories right now. A lot goes on in my life, not that much stays, but I try to grasp the most I can from all the things that happen. I want to be someone who can inspire people, who can impact the society positively. That doesn't mean I want to be famous, but I do want to have a kind of like a background impact on society in some way or form. Maybe like write a good book some days. And one of my dreams is maybe to go into teaching at a decent or high level to kind of just influence the next generation, because I think that's one of the most respectable and important things for society, especially in modern world, since education seems to be lacking a lot. But yeah, that's just everything about me that I'm gonna put here in a video. If you want to get to know me better, talking to me directly is the best way. I'm pretty friendly most of the time. I'm pretty laid back, I'd say. But I mean, this is just me pretending that no one's gonna watch this and speaking to myself. Maybe in 10 years I'll look back at this 16-year-old me and be like, "Oh my God, look at that idiot. He was so stupid." I'm probably gonna be like that, considering that I look back at like a year or two ago and I'm like, "Oh geez, how did people like me back then?" But yeah, let's just see this as an opportunity for me to discover myself more, for me to grow more. Growth is always important, so I'll try to also learn to enunciate properly in making videos, because I've been told by people that I ramble while not pronouncing everything, I guess. So we'll treat this as a learning experience. That's the most important part, right? But yeah, this is video number 2 from Yo-Yo 2022. I'll see you next time.